Now let us see about the formula bar. This is the formula bar as shown in the screen. Now, formula bar, what is the significance of it? Let us see that through an example. Say for example, you want to find out the sum of two numbers. That is, you want to find the sum of 2 and 3. Now, if you want to find what is the content of the cell, you will find it in the spreadsheet area itself. What is the content? N1, N2, sum is written. One more place where you can find the content is also by looking at the formula bar. If it is written N1 directly, you get it as N1. If it is written 2 directly, you get it as 2. Now you may see that I want the sum of 2 and 3 in this particular cell below. So now I enter 2, okay, I enter 3, and what you can see in the spreadsheet area is 5. But now let me go to that cell. Now if when I'm into that cell, that is E9, so you can see that the answer is 5. It is given as 5. But if you go and see on the formula bar, what I have done is I have performed an operation wherein I have added 2 and 3, that is cells E7 plus E8, and it has come in E9. And that is why this is the significance of the formula bar, wherein it will not just show you the answers, rather it will show you the formula that is used to get that particular answer. The answer is visible in the spreadsheet area, but the philosophy, the formula is portrayed in the formula bar, and that is why it is called as the formula bar. So the significance of this is that there are different people in an organization working on different things. You might be doing the sum of it. Now this data will be taken by somebody else to do a multiplication later at a point of time. Then the third person will take. How will that person understand what have you done? Now these are just two kind of numbers. When you analyze, there will be tens and thousands and lakhs of numbers. So the person who wishes, say for example your superior or the person to whom you forward this data, has to understand what that data means, and that is why this formula bar is there. And it also helps you to automate data. For example, if I replace this 2 with 5, you can see that automatically it comes as 8, while the formula remains the same. But because you have put in a particular formula, it is like an automatic process. Tomorrow in this place, if somebody else is putting 2 different numbers or 100 different numbers or 1000 different numbers, the solution will be the same, that it will sum all the numbers. And that is why this formula bar exists. You can also see that there is an fx kind of an icon written. Now what that does is, what I have done here is, I have directly, if you can see, added the two cells and I have gotten the sum. But instead of it, there are certain pre-built functions which help us, which are pre-built in Excel, which help us to carry out certain functions. Say for example, now summing these two. Now what I did was, I pressed equal to, I selected one cell, I pressed the plus, I selected the other cell and I did equal to. Okay. Now another way of doing that was, I can go to fx. Okay. I can find there is a function named sum. I can select OK. It is asking me for the first number. Okay. The first number I select is this, that is I7. Then it asks me for the second number. I'll select the second number, the cell address that contains the second number, that is I7 is the first, I8 is the second, and I click OK. I get the same answer. So if you are not okay in typing the formulas by yourself, we can use the function, wherein we can insert certain functions. It's not only about some, you can use statistical functions, trigonometry functions, and those are higher level functions. But this is just to give you a basic idea of what the formula bar is. So we can see that there are two other small kind of a tick mark and an X mark below the insert function icon. What are those? Suppose, say, I am carrying out, I want to find the sum of two numbers, I press equal to and I select the cell addresses of these two. Okay. Now, if I want to finalize it, now using the keyboard, I can press enter. There is one more option using the mouse. If I press the correct option, then it gets executed. Okay, now let me do the same thing again. And if I feel that there is some mistake and I don't want to execute it, if I press cancel, meaning that let this be blank. I am doing the first number plus the second number. I have selected the cells, but I don't want to execute. I find that there is some mistake. I want to rewrite it. I can select the cancel. Then there is no function that is executed.